everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be looking into the reports in the press about inheritance. So there was a report yesterday that Prince Andrew was unhappy. The reason he's unhappy is he's not getting his inheritance as he sees it as quickly as he would like to. Now, in the UK, we've got a thing called inheritance tax. Inheritance tax is where if there's over a certain amount, I think it's 300,000, I think, then it gets taxed. If an estate's valued at that, of course, the Queen's is going to be more than that. There is a rule that if all of the inheritance passes monarch to monarch, then there's no tax to pay that way. So that's what's reportedly happened. However, all of that money's gone to King Charles and it's up to him to kind of divide it out and everything. Now, Prince Andrew's upset because it's not happening quickly enough for him. So we're going to have a look into that because we have picked up that inheritance was going to be an issue in the cards leading up to this. And because we also picked it up in the cards that inheritance was an issue, we're going to ask this question around Harry as well. So we're going to start off with Prince Andrew and see what's going on, see if we can pick anything up, and then we're going to move on to Prince Harry. So, like I say, there was reports in the press that he doesn't feel like he needs to go cap in hand to his brother, blah, 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 blah. There was also reports in the press that King Charles said no to paying out some money for his, I think it was an Ayurvedic healer that he gets for like 30 grand a year or something. So yeah, very interesting. So let's have a look and see what we can get with. Now, this is a new tarot deck. This is the Dark Goddess Tarot. And I love it. Absolutely wonderful tarot deck. Let's have a look and see about Prince Andrew and the inheritance. 4 of water. Mind you, he is feeling sorry for himself. I feel like he is having his temper tantrums. He is not feeling good. He doesn't. It's the same with Harry in a way. When I read their energy, they don't seem to value anything that they've already had. They don't seem to value everything that they've already got. He's very much having a toddler tantrum about this all because it's not happening maybe on his timeline. What's crossing him? Queen of Swords there. Queen of Air. Witch of Air, sorry, would be the Queen of Swords. So he's really feeling, I think there's something to do with Sophie, the Duchess of Edinburgh. Something's really rattling him. Maybe the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh have got more money coming in than him. Maybe he feels that there's too much, but there's too much. They're getting quite well funded, and he isn't. There's certainly a sticking point when it comes to Sophie for some reason with this. And his brother. This is what's known now. We've got the Hag of Water, which would be the King of Water, of course. Andrew doesn't see him as king yet. Andrew doesn't see him as king. This is the big thing. He doesn't see Charles as king, even though Charles is king. He doesn't respect or value his brother. Now, Charles is a Scorpio. And there's, yeah, would be king. And king in this deck is Hag of Water, and Water is Scorpio. This can also mean that we can see exactly what's going on and this petulance regarding Andrew and the inheritance and the money. And there we have underneath, what's underneath this 5 of air. So while it looks like there's all this emotional trouble. Now, I've just had a thought there. The Witch of Air crossing him. This could be Fergie as well, because she is a Libra. I always forget about Fergie for some reason. The 5 of Air underneath. They are playing games. They are wanting to get the coin. They are wanting to get that money. They are maneuvering things around, and they are trying to put some pressure on the king. This is a game. This is to shake the money tree. Ten of Water in reverse. Unhappy families. This is the 10 of Cups. And of course, it's got that rainbow over it in traditional tarot. Really, this is showing that emotionally, this disruption, I feel that allegedly for entertainment purposes only, Fergie and Andrew are very disruptive, very petulant, very feeling like they get what they want by applying pressure in the way they use it. It's a very kind of like a softer version of the Harkles in a way. They put out these stories, like Fergie's been in the press a lot and we never hear from Fergie. Stories like this going, oh, poor Prince Andrew, he's going to have to go and cap in hand to his brother, you know. And it's just all this kind of Five of Pentacles. He doesn't like being frozen out. He is going to get further frozen out for money if he's not careful. It will be coming for him, but it's going to take a while. 4 of Air, 4 of Swords, there it is. The 4 of Swords, it's all to do with a passing, a legacy. They are wanting to start something new. They are wanting the money to do maybe a rebrand or something, but he's quite impatient for it. You can see all the petulance and everything like that. Fergie is really the one who's driving it. Ooh, look at that, the Empress in reverse there. The 8 of Earth. The money's there, but it's not in their hands to be spent as they would like. The money, I feel like, looking at this, it looks like a slow motion temper tantrum. We are going to hear more how difficult it is for Andrew, and since everything has come out and he's trying to put pressure on, I feel, with the king and saying things like he'll do another interview. Of course, the king won't want that hanging over and hanging around the coronation. We have got the 4 of Cups there, 4 of Air, sorry, the 4 of Swords, which, as you know, it's classically, it's the knight in like a church or a tomb. And then we have a fresh start there, wanting to bring money in. Now, they are going to get money, and they will get money, even though Fergie says she's the main breadwinner. All of this is trying to put onto like this sense of entitlement, but to try and put the pressure on the king to release money. Now listen, this is a behavior that's got the money in the past, so they might have just, yeah, let's not get into that. But we've got the 8 of Earth in reverse there. So they are going to come out of this looking lazy, ungrateful, and that they don't do anything to earn their money. They just take. They're not going to look very learned. They're going to look quite shallow. So let's have a look and see how this is going with the Harkles. Now we're using the Megan cards. Let's have a look. Do you know how they go through devaluation cycles? Well, there isn't one going on there at the minute. Okay. So the withholding of money or the inheritance apparently is causing some people to be very upset and triggering, and it is upsetting them. We have strength there, of course, and this is very much looking at this whole, you know, you've got Meghan and Harry together. The Nine of Swords crossing is, they may say, come out and say, is cruelty. Eight of Wands, okay. And the Star in reverse. Let me just pull these cards. Okay, so they are trying to do something new. They are trying to bring everything back and get them to have this brilliant moment in the light. But all they're doing is creating a lot of backwards and forwards online, lots of drama online. The Emperor leaving it, the situation now. Could the king just turn around and say, well, you're not getting something, something's changed. The Ace of Cups in reverse, of course, there is Princess Diana. That's their bankability. That's how they're going to make their money, is conflating their brand with Princess Diana. Queen of Wands. Three of Cups. Celebratory party. Four of Swords in reverse. Inheritance, death. And the Six of Pentacles out of kilter. Okay. Financially, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, it is not as pressing for the Markles at this present moment to get that inheritance. We see the king has moved out into the past for them. So it seems like they're focusing on other things than the king with this question. We have got the Star in reverse, which is the new way of doing things. And they are trying to do a new, after South Park, they are trying to reformulate and redoing things. The Eight of Wands, their messages aren't hitting where they want them to hit. They aren't getting the publicity and things that they want. They are saying, they are feeling quite sorry for themselves, though. We have got that cruelty, the Nine of Swords, that hostilities there. The Ace of Cups coming on in. Well, that again, we are going to be getting the Princess Diana card in spades. We have got as well the Queen of Wands and the Three of Cups. I think they are very happy. At least Meghan is very happy at the minute because they have named the children Prince and Princess and caused a stink, which is what she enjoys. She enjoys the attention. The Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Swords. They are concerned about the inheritance, but it's not a massive, like, The image I get from the cards is it's something on their vision, but it's not like they are going to be like completely going for it and coming. Like, this isn't going to be a big thing for the next few months for them anyway. They are thinking about it, however. They are thinking about inheritance. Maybe they're thinking about it when they're looking at Prince Andrew's and saying, how will that land when it goes monarch to monarch next time? Or maybe having conversation, what, only a plane crash away, what, from X amount of £1 million? You know what I mean when I say that, if you've been around for a while. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Things are not going to be that comfortable, though, into the future. Definitely into the future. They are wanting to look like they are very altruistic and giving, but they're actually going to come off looking quite uncharitable and a little bit stale with it all, which is interesting. So this is the thing with the cards, you never quite know what you're going to get. I feel like Meghan's more focused on Meghan at the minute and the rebrand, and she's feeling very smug about something, very happy. She's celebrating with herself and her mum and her husband. I do feel like they're in the devaluation cycle. They are on it. She is going through a bit of a love bomb all of a sudden. But look, they think something's bothering them, and it's something around mental health, which could find them very uneasy. I wonder if that's better up. But that's a different reading. So let me know what you guys think of the cards. If there's anything you'd like to add, anything you'd like to take away from the reading. If you would like to suggest any readings, leave them down below in the comments. I don't just do the royal family, I can do other things as well. And thank you very much for being here, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.